going on?
Who are you? I can't find you.
Today on Family Dog TV, we're going to show you how to build this. We got this at Costco today. It's about $400 on sale from $500. Let's build it. All right, so what have we done at this point? We got it home. The one thing we did is we actually unboxed it and threw it in the back of the truck in pieces on my truck. It just made it a lot easier. You don't have to climb, carry this giant box, and then carry it home and then carry it to the site. Just unpack it in the Costco parking lot, throw it in your truck. Made it a lot easier. Next thing we do is we have to prep the site. So what I have it on this pad that I've had for, I don't know, 6-7 years. It's pretty compact. But what I did was I basically leveled this off in all directions, okay? You wanna make sure that this is really level because the doors will not close right if it's not. So I made sure it's level this way, I made sure it's level this way, and basically it was a matter of just keep picking this thing up, using the rake, pushing down, and making sure you're on a level surface. Concrete would be the best. If you want to build a wooden platform, you could do that as well. If you're going to put it in grass, I mean, you could if it's nice and level, but if you're like in the north or anywhere, like I'm in Pennsylvania, you're probably going to want to get rid of that topsoil, get yourself 3 or 4 bags of this stuff, and then make a level compressed base, just like I have here, okay? So now we have the base.
Where'd you go?
I'm over here. Now we can start putting this thing together. I think it's gonna go together pretty quick. So we're gonna start with the first panel, which is the B panel, which is after A and before C. So everything is labeled. C says B, left side.
I think you have to do it the other way, babe. I think that's the top.
We've got these little cleats down here. Okay, these cleats are gonna go into here, right? And then we're gonna push them back, and that's how they're gonna attach. So this part, it actually should look like a shed pretty quick.
Do you have to hammer it?
Hammer time, that's it. Next one is E, hooks here in the corner. You kind of gotta like push it in while lifting. And put it in the grooves and then push down. And when you push down, make sure it goes into these grooves down there. All right, that's in. Okay, then we do this side, the right side. Same thing, we gotta push it down in and then into those grooves, right? And then push it back. Oh. There we go. And then we have to attach this one just like over here with these little grooves here. This goes into the floor, you gotta kind of lift it up. Make sure it's in, and then boom.
I don't know if is that one in?
That one's not in.
You need me to push.
Yeah.
You get it?
All right. And then this will all fall into place. Okay. We are attached there. Good. All right. So we need 3 of these Johns right here. One. Oh, we need 4 of them. Thought it said. And 4. This is the roof, okay? This is the roof laying down. This is the front. They made a big deal about this hole, all right? I couldn't figure out why. And really the reason why is if you don't have this hole on the right side here, these holes won't line up. All right, so now we're just going to use the screws that they supplied, and we're going to run a screw into each one of these holes. No, not that hole. We're going to turn our drill all the way down so we don't strip these out. All right, so now we're attaching this front bracket. This is the orientation it needs to go in. It needs to like wrap around the plastic up here. And there's no screw holes in the plastic, but there are screw holes in the metal. You need 10 screws. You just basically make your own holes, push it down. And there you go. We're gonna do this 10 times. So our next step is, we're still on the roof, is to install 7 roof retention brackets. So it's these L brackets. And use that same included screwdriver or Allen key, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to run those in. We're going to do that 7 times all the way around. All right, now we have these 2 little L brackets. Each one has 2 screws. and we need to attach them to the front of the roof using the same screws we used on these brackets. Phillips head. I'm not 100% sure what these are, so I'm not going to run them in all the way because you probably need to attach something else to the other side of that L bracket. And you want to wait till both parts are together till you really drive it home. Else you'll be loosening these, and you really don't want to run these screws in and out too much because you're going into plastic. They will strip out 100%. All right, that's done. All right, now we're at the point where we're going to put the roof on. So this is the front. Oh, I got it. Never need help. And I should not have put that screw in. Remember it said 3 in the instructions, and I went, oh, I'm missing one. It's because I wasn't following the instructions. And now we're gonna use these Johns, and we're gonna attach the roof to the walls. We'll go tight against the walls with these screws, and then we'll come back and we'll tighten the roof. All right, so now we're tripping out because we're trying to figure out how to get these hinges on. What you wanna do is with the door this way, you want to see this little groove here. You want to sort of put it on here like that and rotate it. You can do it the opposite way, and that's what confuses you. So again, like that. Okay. So that is the next step. Do it on both doors. So you're hooking this little thing inside this little groove here. You see that groove? Like that. And then we're folding this door around. So see this little ledge, this little lip right here has to go inside this little lip in here. And it kind of rotates itself in there. It's a little weird. Feels like you're gonna break it, but there we go. A little weird. Never had to do that before, but cool. All right, so now for each hinge, we need to run a bolt through. So you just get this bolt and run it through the hole, and we're attaching it right here. And I'm gonna use my impact. And here I'm going metal to metal, so I'm driving them pretty tight. Next is the handles. They go here. If you can't figure that one out, I'll send someone to your house with a...
No.
Oh.
No.
You're a camera person and a handle holder. Best handle holder ever.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Good, I like that actually. I like that it's tight on the bottom. So like most sheds, one door doesn't lock and one door does lock. So the one that does lock, we need to install these locks so it can lock. That would be this one. So...
Is it dark?
Yeah, it's dark in there. We're installing the locks now, right? Now these poles aren't punctured, so I'm actually just going to use my impact just to punch through. And they go on this door like so. Now look at that. Ain't that better? Mm-hmm. Okay. And on the inside we have a washer on each one and a lock nut. Lock nut means it's got like nylon in there. That just means it makes it harder to come out. And I'm going to use my impact, of course. All right. All right, now we got to do the other side of the lock. 2 bolts. Bolts. And again, washer on this side. And nut on this side. All right, so now we're doing the last step. We're putting this shelf together. I can't find instructions, but it did come with screws. So I'm just lining up these L brackets and running the screws in. All right, so it's been about 2 weeks. This is complete. Show you some of the things I did. There is built-in shelf, basically shelf brackets. So I can just put a piece of wood across. That's what I did. It comes with this one, of course. But yeah, this is like my long-term shed storage, let's just say. It does come with these clips. It does stay dry in there, see? nice and dry, nothing's wet. I'm very happy with it. I think it's going to keep the mice out as well because it's very tight on the bottom. So I'm just overall very happy with the purchase. And my biggest thing is that it keeps the mice out because it's the doors are very tight. And to make sure that the doors are tight, it goes back to the beginning. The first step is setting that foundation nice and level, okay? All right, so this is what you can fit in it. I have my generator. I got my snow blower that's kind of taken apart, and then some other stuff. I'll keep rearranging this thing as I go. But I hope this video helped you. I'm Mike, Found What We Do ITV. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Please leave me a comment down below and like the video. I'm Mike and I'm out.